What's up, beautiful people? It's Moment back on here on the YouTube. I'm super excited to share more thoughts. All the things I'm thinking about constantly going through my head. But this one specifically is about what you're consuming as a creative. Even as a human being, I think it's really important that you monitor your consumption. And that also goes down with your daily routine. So, for instance, we're on social media all the time. My job is to be on social media. It's how I contact the businesses. It's how I contact my friends and families. It's how I contact other people who support me. I'm constantly on Instagram. And I try to limit myself to not that much scrolling or being on Reels, because Reels, social media, is poison. Plain and simple, it's poison. So one, what I try to do is be very certain with whom I'm following that their content, whatever it may be, is valuable to me, not just with the dopamine hit, but how it makes me feel, if it inspires me, if it's artistic, if it makes me feel good, because you can get a lot of just garbage on social media. And I find myself scrolling sometimes on Discover or Reel, and I try to limit that as much as possible for my own dopamine reserves, for my own peace of mind, because you can get lost on a lot of stuff that just doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. So that's one. Make sure you are following people that their content benefits you, whether it's artistic, whether it's food, whether it's fitness or health. Try to make sure the people you're following, they are delivering you content that is beneficial for you and healthy, right? Two, I think this goes in with the daily routine, but specifically a morning routine as a creative. Something that's really helped me is waking up and not immediately checking my phone on Instagram or messages or emails, because that can send you down a really bad spiral. And you know, if you wake up and you're looking at Instagram, that's your dopamine's gone. It's gone. Now nothing else you do for the rest of the day will feel as gratifying as looking at pictures on Instagram or Reels. So what I do is, what I've picked up recently doing, which has been really beneficial, I think everybody should do this. Forget being a creative, forget, just being a regular person. Get a journal, whether it's a dream journal or just a thoughts journal. I wake up and I write in the journal whatever comes to mind, whether I'm feeling anxious, whether I had a dream, had a good dream, had a bad dream, had a crazy dream. I write it down, and it's just like immediately when I wake up, it's just a free flow of thoughts and feelings and concerns and desires and whatever it may be. And that kind of opens the floodgates to the creative muse, whatever you want to call it, and kind of primes you for the rest of your day, whatever you're doing in terms of creation. And I've seen an uptick in my creative capabilities and my creative output just by doing that. And then also there's a lot of just crap you're gonna have in your brain that are just gonna sit in your subconscious, but if you get it out right away, then you don't have to worry about it as much, of course, as much. So daily journal, ridiculous. Cheat code, I'm telling you, cheat code. Get a daily journal. And then my routine is going to be different than everybody else, but it sets me up to create and do the things that I have to do that will push my life forward. So I wake up, I journal, and then I immediately either go on a walk or I go to the gym. It's my time. And I go to the gym. Work out, fight those demons, get jacked. And then I come back, and this has been probably the most beneficial and most inspiring thing that I've done. I make breakfast. I eat my breakfast. Same breakfast every day. 4 eggs scrambled, a smoothie, and some potatoes. And then I make a cup of coffee, and I go outside and I watch sets, the biggest sets in the world, whether it's Excision, whether it's Kaiwachi, whether it's Slander, whether it's Murata, whoever inspires me. Whoever inspires you, you could do the same. And I watch it and I visualize myself playing on the biggest stages in the world for 20 to 30 minutes. I close my eyes, I hear the music, I picture myself clearing the pitch, jumping in the mosh pits, fire exploding into the sky, the crowd screaming uncontrollably, how I'm mixing. I picture it all of it. And then I hold that thought, hold that picture, hold that visualization in my mind, and I internalize it. And usually that just inspires me, but it also grounds me and focuses me for what I have to do next during the day. And so after I get that morning routine done, I know I've done something right. I worked out, I've fed myself, I've journaled, and I visualized / meditated / seen my desire in picture form. And that sets me down the right path for whatever I have to do. Then the day usually goes music of some sort, getting in the studio, staying in rhythm, making music, working on projects I need to finish, whether it's sessions for a client, whether it's my own personal project, getting in the studio every single day, staying in rhythm. Then it's obviously a lot of social media stuff, content, like one for creating videos such as these, editing videos, reels, then whatever it is, probably during the end of the afternoon, usually get to business. So meetings, calls, text messages, emails that I have to knock out. And then I knock most of that out and then move on to the night, which usually I go back to music or it's more free flow time, whether it's reading or hanging with my friends, something that brings me joy, something that fills my spirit and my soul. But it usually falls back to music, and then I eat, and then I finish what I need to do. I always play the piano every day too. That's another great thing, and I'll talk about that in another video, talking about the creative muse, and showing up. But that's for another video. I'm really excited to talk about that. But yeah, and then I go to sleep and I repeat the process, and I try to get as locked in to this habitual daily routine. And I know if I knock that out, then I've done something, then I've succeeded that day, and my anxieties and my worries kind of fall off a little bit. So leading that all back to what you consume, very important, because it can throw you down the wrong path in which you cannot accomplish the things that you need to accomplish to feel good. And for me, it's really important is obviously making music, staying disciplined in the things that bring me serotonin, and things that make me feel happy, and the things that make me feel like I'm moving towards something. So watch what you consume. Make sure it's not all, beautiful women and fast cars or fights or parties or whatever it is, because whoever's on the social media, the other end of it, is just showing you what they want you to see. It's not real life. None of it's real life. So it can give you a false representation of what you should be doing, or what you could be doing, or what you want to be doing. It's not real, right? So monitor what you are watching or consuming on social media, and start your day off right with a daily routine, and stick to it. Do not falter. Sometimes we miss days, but the next day, get back onto it, because that's what's going to keep you grounded. That's what's going to keep you on your path, and that is how you develop a successful mindset and know that you are going down the right path. But consumption can be on all forms: food, relationships, interactions, whatever it may be. Be careful on what you consume and who you're around, because ultimately we are sponges, and all those things will make us who we are. So yeah, that's basic outline on what my daily routine looks like, how I stay focused, and my thoughts on consumption of what we're consuming on the internet. Very important. But thanks for hanging with me. I'm going to be talking about some more stuff real soon. I got tons of ideas and tons of stuff that I want to share to other creatives. So as always, remember to breathe and enjoy your moment.